Hey folks, it's Randy here at the Busted Stud Garage. Today we're going to be doing a smog pump delete on this C4 Corvette 1986. A pretty simple project. For this one we're going to use a bracket kit that we got off of the internet, and it's going to replace this pump, and it's going to clean up the engine bay, make it a lot more accessible. So that's the project. Follow along and I'll show you how we do it. So the first thing we're going to want to do is remove the belt, and then we're going to remove this pump and bracket and any other hardware attached to it. Pump is removed. Now we're going to go for this bracket. Bracket is off. Last thing is this little stud right here. See that stud? That's got to come out. All right, the bracket is off, and now you got this hole right here that you're going to want to put a bolt into. Now you can take the stud that came out of this one and put it in here, and that's perfectly fine. You just have a little bit sticking out there. Or if you have a bolt in your toolbox, it's a 3/8 by about 1 3/4 inches. Stick that in the hole and snug it up. All right, next step is to install the bracket kit. This is a standard kit you get off of whatever.com. All right, step one, we got the meaty bracket with the short bushing and a bolt. I put a washer and a lock washer behind it. So that way, the next one is gonna be the longer bushing up into the head, right down there. And same thing, washer, lock washer, bolt. All right, now we're getting somewhere. We got the main upright bracket there with a couple of bolts. And one thing I should add at this juncture, this kit did come with some shims that you might add later on. You could put a spacer wherever you need it to get your pulley aligned perfectly with your other pulleys and the belt. So that's very important to do if you need to. You're going to want to loosen your alternator bolts at this juncture. There's one down here, and then there's this brackety thing on the back. So you got this guy and this one down here. Loosen those up so that you can move the alternator freely. This next step is kind of important. I've seen a lot of people put this together the wrong way. This little hole down here, this little guy, needs to be on the downward side of this bracket so that it fits over the alternator. Got it? Well, there we go so far. It's not looking too bad. We've got it together. It's lined up pretty well. We'll check for the alignment and shim it as needed. We've got the bolt and a nut, washer, lock washer. There's a bushing spacer in between here, very important. Then you've got the pulley with this nose piece on the inside. And there's the head of the bolt with another washer. And that's about it, folks. We're gonna put the belt back on after we snug it all up and see how it goes. One more thing I'd like to mention. When you're tightening these two bolts and this third one, don't go too tight. Don't go gorilla crazy, because you're tightening these into an aluminum head, and you don't want to be that guy who stripped the aluminum head on your Corvette. So fair warning to you, go easy. Just tight enough is good enough. So there you have it, folks. Easy peasy. Original belt, no problem. Lined up really well. I think I'm gonna test drive it before I make any adjustment, but it looks pretty good the way it is. The only thing I might do is trim this bolt right here. Get my angle grinder and snip that off. Make it all beautiful. And then she'll be ready to go. I think that's another satisfied customer at the Busted Stud Garage. A project for another day will be removing all of the ridiculous plumbing that went along with this air pump. And we'll take care of that. And if we have time, we'll show you all about it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.